And I'm lost. I'm lost without you. And I'm desperate. I'm desperate. I'm desperate for you. And I'm lost. I'm lost without you. And I'm desperate. I'm desperate.
I'm desperate for you.
I'm lost.
I'm lost without you.
I'm desperate for you. I'm lost without you. There's no me without you. I'm lost without you. This is my daily bread. This is my daily bread. Oh, your very words spoken to me. This is the air I breathe. Oh, this is the air. Oh, this is the air I breathe. Oh, your holy presence living in me. This is my daily bread. My elevolate. Oh, this is my daily bread. Ulelele menina olavela. This is my daily bread. Ayelele meniato. Your very words spoken to me. And I'm desperate for you. Desperate, Lord. I'm desperate, Lord. I'm desperate, Lord. Oh, and I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. Oh, and I'm desperate for you. Oh, there's no me without you. I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you. I'm truly lost without you. There's no me without you. Worship. There is a place my heart cries out for love. There is a place I am yearning for. It is a place where deep calls to the deep. Oh, it's a place of your dwelling, Lord. There is a place my heart cries out for, Lord. There is a place I am yearning for. It is a place where deep calls to the deep. Oh, it is a place of your dwelling, Lord. Take me, Lord, to your secret place, Lord. Oh, Parasai, take me by the way to your dwelling place. Let me see your face and your glory, Lord. Let me know you more than I have known you before. Take me now to your secret place, Lord. Take me by the way. Let me see your face, Lord. Let me see your and your glory, and your glory. Take me by the hand to your secret place, to your dwelling place. I want to see your face. I want to see your face. I want to see your face and your glory. I want to know. Take me by the hand. Hold me by the hand. Let me see your face, Lord. Let me see your face. Let me see your face. Let me know you more. As they play, can you go ahead and pray now? Come on, pray. Yes, 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 let me see your face. And your don't leave me like this, Lord. Don't leave me like this, Lord. Don't leave me like this, Lord. I came to behold. I came to behold. I came to behold. Don't hide yourself. Don't hide yourself. I came to behold. If you truly came to behold, then your gaze will be fixed on him right now. It's between you and him now. The Lord in our midst is gracious. He's gracious. He's gracious. He's gracious. Behold his goodness. His goodness. His goodness. His goodness. His goodness. He's gracious. He has chosen to show mercy. The Lord in our midst is gracious. He's gracious. He's gracious. He's gracious. Behold, we interfere with your goodness. We come in contact with your goodness. Abrasto papa papa la casabra papa 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 la papa papa obro sabra papa ito bagusta papa papa buata totoba ropa kapale lubra papa skopa mano papa papa abranta papa 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 ropa papa Ula mombo wadade olo baras supa lo baras ebrasko papa papa brasa lupa papa papa la kasaila obe memo mela luatatai atela atatete oh ay olo papo papo papa papa papo abrasko papa 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 la papa saila. I see Jesus seated on the throne, and I see his angels ascending everywhere. I see his spirit fixing things again. Hallelujah unto the Lamb upon the throne. And I see Jesus seated on the throne, and I see his angels ascending everywhere. I see his spirit fixing things again. Oh, hallelujah to the Lamb upon the Emmanuel, 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 Emmanuel. I am a cabelete to Baba. Abrasa sope Bamenda. Emmanuel, Emmanuel, Emmanuel. I said from my ankle to my knees, from my knees to my waist, from my waist to my shoulder, until the spirit overwhelms me. From my ankle to my knees, from my knees to my waist, from my waist to my shoulder, until the spirit overwhelms. From my ankle to my knees, from my knees to my waist, from my waist to my shoulder, till the spirit overwhelms me. Another measure, another measure, another measure. Soma Bocabella, Baruski, Baruska Marius. I want you to behold. I want you to make contact with him. I came with a message. I came with a sermon to preach. But there is something over me now. Aparasha Mambra Sele, Super Peros, Paria Sopelas, Suakasha, Suck me in. Suck me in. Oh, draw me, and we will run after you. The Lord in our midst is mighty. The Lord in our midst is mighty. The Lord in our midst is mighty. Worship him, 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 worship him. As when you behold, as when you see him. Oh, 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 Salamo Momolele, Ruba Baba Shatatatatatatatatata, Rushka Tatataliashka Falatatai, Shatatatatai, Shabeletosh, Ruska Tatil, Zabratos Koparatash, Esatotai, Leperos Kavrata Brasco Peletasiate, Ambrose Branto Saite Feke Bobo Obrasco Baba 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 Jebratos Abro Baba Lados Cabrantos Ruba Baba Bados Cabrantos. Oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Jesus, oh Baranale, Hulamelo, Hulamahasapo Membro, I pela Mama Sconde la Barate, Rupera Saya. Oh, glorious God, we praise your name. We lay our crown in Jesus' precious name we have worship. This is what it means to be whole. Where the focus is no longer you, it is Him. The focus becomes Him. The quietness is not for you to look at me. Oh, consolidate. Oh, Jesus. At times in beholding, there should be moments where you are quiet. You are not asking for anything. You are not saying anything. You are quiet. And let your heart caress Him. Just be quiet. And enjoy holy romance between you and Him. It's a romantic song between you and the Holy Ghost. Ekomos kaveleta, rusko mahatele, lover of my soul, to the song of all songs. Oh, in those days with my acoustic guitar. On the streets of Urukum in Makoti, at the RCN tent. Oh Jesus. In the night hours, everybody is looking for their God. I will be with my acoustic guitar, just playing this song for Him. Those days I came not to ask for anything, but just to entertain Him. I'll say, Holy Ghost, please, let me play for you. Let me play for you. Let me play for you. And as I play, I will begin to ask him, okay, can you dance with me? Oh, love of my soul, to the song of all songs, will you dance with me, oh lover of my soul, to the song of all songs. And as I play and sing to him, you can sense that smile on his face. To the song of all songs. Will you dance with me, oh lover of my soul, to the song of all songs? Will you dance with me, oh lover of my soul, to the song of all songs? Will you dance with me, oh lover of my soul, to the song of all songs? Please, will you dance with me, oh lover of my soul? You see, in those days, before we got born again, as little as I was then, there were this kind of songs that were raining then. It was not Makosa, it was not Bikotsi. They called it Zouk. You know those songs? See, they are not fast. The tempo is not high. You don't rush them. And the design of those songs is that you dance with somebody. There will be some of those songs that you just need to hug each other. You are not moving. You are just shaking like this. Those are songs that communicated emotion. It was not just the jumping. So when I sing this song, that's a kind of invitation. We don't need to shout. Just that embrace. Just that embrace. That embrace from you. Just that embrace. Genesis chapter number 30. Let's pick it from verse 25. Even as I teach the scriptures, please, your gaze should still remain on him. He's the one you came to see. Genesis 30:25. Please pay close attention to the reading. Jeff, can I have some volume on this mic? My voice is. And it came to pass when Rachel had born Joseph, that Jacob said unto Laban, send me away, that I may go unto mine own place and to my own country. All right, that's good. Next verse. Like I said, pay close attention to the progression. Give me my wives and my children, for whom I have served thee, and let me go. For thou knowest my service which I have done thee. We continue. And Laban said unto him, I pray thee, if I have found favor in thine eyes, tarry. For I have learned by experience, are you here, that the Lord had blessed me for thy sake. He learned how? By experience. And he said, appoint me thy wages, and I will give it. This is Laban telling Jacob, tell me what your wages will be, and I will give it to you. And he said unto him, thou knowest that I have served thee, and how thy cattle was with me. Next verse. For it was little which thou hadst before I came, and it is now increased unto a multitude, and the Lord hath blessed thee since my coming. And now when shall I provide for mine own house also? Jacob is saying, I think at this point I need to start, fending for myself. I already have a family, I have wives, I have children. And he said, what shall I give thee? And Jacob said, thou shalt not give me anything. If thou wilt do this thing for me, I will again feed and keep thy flock. Are we together? Now pay close attention. Laban is asking Jacob, what do you want me to give you as far as your wages are concerned? And then, ironically, Jacob is saying, don't give me anything. But there's this one thing that if you will do for me, I will serve you again. And what was that thing? I will pass through all thy flock today, removing from thence all the speckled and spotted cattle and all the brown cattle among the sheep, and the spotted and speckled among the goats, and of such shall be mine hire. Now you see, that is King James. You might be confused as to what Jacob is saying. Jacob is telling Laban that, okay, I will go through your flock, both sheep and goat. Are you here? And all of the animals that have different colors. Okay? And I hope you know it is very difficult for you to see goats, sheep that have different, at times it is just pure white. And so Jacob is saying, I will go through the ones that have different colors, the ones that have spots. I will remove them. Those ones are going to be mine own. And logically speaking, from a human perspective, you will think Jacob was not wise, because the tendencies of having spotted or different colored animals was very, very minimal. But eventually we will understand why Jacob is saying what he is saying. And it was because those tendencies were very minimal. That was why Laban quickly accepted. Because to him, he felt like, I thought this guy gets sense before, but for him to be asking for this, it shows a sense not really there. So he quickly obliged him, accepted. Yes, let's continue with our reading. Where did I stop? It said, so shall my righteousness answer for me in time to come, when it shall come for my hire before thy face. Everyone that is not speckled and spotted among the goats and brown among the sheep, that shall be counted stolen. So what he is saying is, let's do this, so that eventually when I want to leave, it will be easy for you to judge me whether I was righteous or not. Are you here? Instead of saying, okay, Jacob, you had only 50 goats. How come you now have 70? It means you have stolen 20 from me. Are you here? Jacob is saying, no, let's not follow that route. Let it be that in the day I want to leave, all you need do is just to come check my own flock. If you see animals that are not spotted, if you see animals that are not, of two different colors, nobody needs to be told that I stole from you. It was a wise one, right? Let's go. And Laban said, behold, I would it might be according to thy word. That is, I would like it to be exactly as you have said. And I told you he quickly accepted because he felt like this boy just wants to walk on a loss. Let's go. And he removed that day the goats that were ring-streaked and spotted, and all the she-goats that were speckled and spotted, and everyone that had some white in it, and all the brown among the sheep, and gave them into the hand of his sons. This is Jacob now. He has isolated all of the animals that have, spots, and has given them to his son. Pay close attention. He has given them to who? To his son. Now what that means is, at this point, it is his son that is taking care of his own sheep and flock, while he, Jacob, is still taking care of Laban's flock. Are we together now? Pay close attention. He removed all the animals that had all of those marks. All. Meaning among Laban's flock, there was none that had spots, because all of those have been removed and given to his son to take care of. Look at that. And he said 3 days journey between himself and Jacob fed the rest of Laban's flock. Please go back to that. Okay, yeah, that's verse 36. Give me that verse 36 in another translation. I want to say something. NIV or NLT. Then he put a 3-day journey between himself and Jacob, while Jacob continued to tend the rest of Laban's flock. Okay, NLT. Okay, go back to verse 35. Remain with NLT. But that very day Laban went out and removed the male goats that were streaked and spotted, all the female goats that were speckled and spotted or had white patches, and all the flock sheep. Okay. He placed them in the care of his own son. So it was Laban that did this. Are you here? Laban removed all of them and then gave them to his son. After giving them to his son, he allowed his son to journey for 3 days. That's what verse 36 is saying. Let's go to verse 36 now. He gave it to his own sons, who took them a 3 days journey from where Jacob was. Meanwhile, Jacob stayed and cared for the rest of what? Laban's flock. Please, I want you to follow carefully. Their agreement was that all the spotted will be Jacob's own, isn't it? Are we there? And Laban was trying to play wise. So he now said, okay, all of the ones that are spotted from here now, he removed them and placed them in the care of his own sons. And allowed his sons to go 3 days journey away from where Jacob was. So Jacob is left with only Laban's flock. And among the flock that Laban has, none of them is spotted. None of them has different colors. Are you here? Are you with me? Hi. What Laban did was to deprive Jacob of initial capital. Did you get that? You didn't get it. He deprived Jacob of what? Initial capital. If he had left the spotted and the speckled animals, it would have been possible, the possibility of having those kind of animals because of crossbreeding, would have existed. So he isolated all of them and gave to his son and said, Jacob, wait. Allowed his sons to journey for 3 days. Completely removing the possibility of Jacob catching up with them. And then he now said, oh, that's our agreement. Oh yeah, continue to take care of He deprived him of initial capital. Have you seen it down? Huh? So Jacob is left with just Laban's flock. But you see, you can take initial capital from a man who doesn't have the blessing on his life. He will struggle. But you see a man who has a blessing here. Huh? Take all of the money away. He will flourish. I hope you know before he left his father's house, namely Isaac, something came on him. Huh? Something came on him. He left with nothing. But he left with a spiritual resource. Are you here? Laban took initial physical capital, forgetting to know that Jacob had something spiritual. And I don't know why I don't know what Laban was thinking. Because he himself bore witness. He said, I have learned how? By experience. That the Lord has blessed my house or my flock because of you. So that kind of man, do you think he will be stranded? I think this was another experiential lesson for him to learn. Since he likes learning how? By experience. Are we together now? Don't play with a man who is blessed. Are you following what I'm saying here? And I'm indirectly telling you don't play with me because I'm blessed. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. Put me anywhere, I will flourish. Okay, let's continue with our reading. I'm getting carried away now. Okay, who took them a 3 days journey from where Jacob was? Meanwhile, Jacob stayed and cared for the rest of Laban's flock. All right, let's continue. Still with the NLT. Then Jacob, somebody says spiritual technology. In fact, this is where you were supposed to shout technology. Are you with me? So say it now, say technology. Then Jacob took some fresh branches from poplar, that's a tree, almond, and plane trees, and peeled off stripes of the bark, making white stripes on them. Are you with me? Hey. And so when Laban was are you with me? I'm sure when Laban was isolating all of the animals that are supposed to be Jacob's inheritance, Jacob was just looking at him. You don't know what's coming. You don't know what's coming at all. And then let's read. Give me back that verse of scripture. No, go back now. Go back to 37. Okay. Yes. He took some fresh branches from poplar, almond, and plane trees, and peeled off stripes of barks, making white stripes on them. So he took branches of different trees, 3 in particular. All right. And then peeled off their bark. You know, the bark of the tree. Right? The bark of those branches. Making, and I hope you know, if you peel the bark of the tree, you will see something whitish, brown, pardon? Okay, that's what they call it. Salve. Somebody say salve. You know, when we come here, apart from learning scripture, we learn new things. Say salve. Correct. Yes. 38 now. What did he do with them? Then he placed these peeled branches in the watering troughs where the flocks come to drink, for that was where they met at. I hope you understand what is happening now. Are you here? These branches of trees that he has peeled and has made white stripes out of them, he put them where the flock come to drink water. You hear? Because usually it is when they come to drink water like that, that is when they meet. Alright? Or what you will call, that is where they have sex. Alright? In their context. Before you are looking at me, that meat, what is meat? Are you with me? Good. He put those branches there. And there's a reason. Next verse. And when they met in front of these white striped branches, they gave birth to young that were striped, speckled, and what? Spotted. Somebody say, behold. Behold. You with me? We are dealing with beholding, right? See Jacob. Jacob knew this technology long ago. He placed them in the water so that as they are drinking and they are mating, are you here? What they are seeing, it had the capacity to influence and affect what they conceived. It's technology. It had the capacity to what? To affect and to influence what they conceived. I'm sure Laban would have come back and would have been shocked to realize that, hey, after I removed all the spotted animals, where are these ones coming from? Because the rate of reproduction and multiplication of the spotted animals were alarming. As a matter of fact, are you here? It is because of how much cattle Jacob was going to get by this strategy that the sons of Laban in the next chapter will begin to look at him as a thief, that you have stolen all of our father's district. You are a thief. And then Jacob will begin to justify himself. It is because it is a reality. Listen to me. What you behold consistently, there is a tendency of becoming. You follow what I'm saying here? I don't know how true that is, but I heard somebody say something like, even when a woman is pregnant, even when a woman is pregnant, and that, okay, if her husband, the father of the child, is not around, especially within that pregnancy period, and then there is somebody that the woman keeps seeing, keeps keeping her company. Are you with me? Are you following what I'm saying here? That there will be a tendency that child comes out looking like the person the woman has been seeing. Yes, just that if you conduct DNA, it will show that it is the husband's child, but facially, so when she's pregnant, August stay. Are you with me? So that your child will not look like your landlord. When she's pregnant, brothers, what should you do? Stay, I beg. So that we will not need to be explaining. That actually, it is a possibility. No, save us all of that talk. Just be around. Are you following what I'm saying here? Shouldn't that be a mystery to you? It should be a mystery. This is what Jacob has taken advantage of. Verse 40. Jacob. Hey, verse 40, let's go. So when he realized that this strategy was working, verse 40 now, when he realized that this strategy was working, the man became a gynecologist. he will actually supervise the animals that will mate. Look at that. And Jacob separated those lambs from Laban's flock. So the ones that come out being spotted, he will separate them from what? From Laban's flock, because that was their agreement, right? The spotted ones, that's already your inheritance. So he will separate them. Look at that. And at mating time, he turned the flock to face Laban's animals that were striped or black. This is how he built his own flock instead of increasing Laban's own. Are you follow what I'm saying here? So please pay close attention. Are you with me? Bible is good. I hope you know Laban deprived him of initial deposit capital. Huh? So this technology was for him to raise capital. You follow what I'm saying here? And after raising the capital, what he began ensuring is, after causing them to look at what he placed in the water, and then it influenced what they gave birth to. When he already had a certain number of spotted cattle, he separated it from Laban's own, and then began supervising to ensure that anytime he realizes, even among Laban's animals, if he realizes that two of Laban's animals want to mate, what he will do is he will intentionally turn them to face those his spotted animals and not face Laban's own. That's what verse 40 is saying. Put it up again. He will intentionally turn. And Jacob separated those lambs from Laban's what? Flock. Separated them. So his spotted animals were in one side, Laban's animals were where? In one side. And at mating time, he turned the flock to face Laban's that were streaked or black. And we are told that this is how he built his own flock instead of what? Increasing Laban's own. Verse 41. Look at that. Whenever the stronger females were ready to mate, Jacob will place the peeled branches in the watering troughs in front of them. Then they will mate in front of what? The branches. You now realize that Jacob was actually supervising. He knew the animals that were strong, so that they would not give birth to something that's doing like this. You hear? So when those weak ones want to mate, I beg, leave them. Leave them. This one go born sickle cell for me. Alright? But when those strong ones, especially the strong females, when they were about to mate, Jacob will ensure that he places those branches so that they can see and then born. 42. He said, but he didn't do this with the weaker ones. So the weaker lambs belong to who? You do me, I do you. The weaker lambs belong to Laban, and the stronger ones were Jacob's. So I'm showing you that this is the first time we are seeing the principle of beholding and becoming exemplified. Are you with me? Jacob just ensured that there should be something these animals are looking at when mating. That was all. That was all. It influenced outcomes, which will also mean that what you constantly behold, are you here, is what you will eventually give birth to. It's just a matter of time. So if you are an addict to TikTok and all of these, trendy videos, fun, you are beholding. You will soon become. It's just a matter of time. You will not know when in prayer you want to raise a worship song to God and you've entered a worldly song that probably has the same kind of instrumentation. I'm telling you. You will not know when it has become difficult for you to quieten your soul and hear from God. Because each time you try to be quiet, it is all of those videos. Are you following what I'm saying here? It is all of those videos. And unknown to you, they are influencing your worldview. They are influencing your perception of life. So before you know it, you begin to view life from those lenses. And as you so do, what you will bring forth will look like it. For it is as a man thinketh in his hand that he becomes. It is as a man thinketh in his heart, that is how he becomes. So imagine that if animals could be influenced as to what they conceived and gave birth to simply because of what they saw, how much more human beings? Are you following what I'm saying here? Are you following what I'm saying here? You will now begin to understand why Jesus will be telling us that the light of the body is what? Is the eye. And he tells you, if that your eye, if that your light be darkness, how great is that darkness? He said, but if your eye be single, he said your whole body will be what? Full of light. Sight is a gate. There are things, if you will not want them to have access into your life, shut your eyes from seeing them. You will not know what we are talking about until you've interacted with people who maybe before giving their lives to Christ, they were pornographic addicts. Are you with me? You will not know the struggle I am talking about. You will not know that it will take years for their minds to be completely what? Free from such. Because every time they close their eyes, those images keep playing back. Are you following what I'm saying here? And it begins to influence and affect their possibilities. Be careful what you behold. Be careful what you behold. If you do not like a particular outcome, change your direction. Change what you are seeing. Because what you are seeing is affecting what you are becoming. Love of my soul. See how a man changed his possibilities in less than no time. I know when Laban agreed to this, Laban knew it will take maybe another 14 years before he can have anything reasonable. Huh? Yes, because the possibility of having those kind of animals was rare. So he knew that before this man will have something that he can go home and say, me too, I have an inheritance, it will take more years. So to him, it was going to be profitable to him. The more years Jacob spends with him, the more he will increase. But a man turned that around overnight. Overnight. You can change your possibilities as well. Just change what you are seeing. Next verse, 42. And then we enter chapter 31. Okay, 43. And as a result, Jacob became very what? Wealthy, with large flocks of sheep and goats, female and male, servants, and many camels and donkeys. Is that the last verse of that chapter? All right, let's go to chapter 31. So that you will see Laban's sons accusing him now, and then Jacob will. And Jacob soon learned that Laban's sons were grumbling about him. Are you seeing that now? And why were they grumbling? This is what they were saying. Jacob has robbed our father of everything. He don't collect everything. Jacob has robbed our father of everything, they said. He has gained all his wealth at our father's expense. Let's go. We continue. Verse 2. And Jacob began to notice a change in Laban's attitude towards him. Body language started changing. Are you here? Those are the moments where you greet. Good morning, sir. All here. Verse 3. Then the Lord said to Jacob, return to the land of your father and grandfather and to your relatives there, and I will be with you. Let's continue quickly now. I think we are going down to verse 10 or 11. So Jacob called Rachel and Leah out to the field where he was watching his flock. Yes, let's continue quickly. He said to them, I have noticed that your father's attitude towards me has changed, but the God of my father has been with me. Oh my, this is the most important part of it. Let's go. You know how hard I have worked for your father, yes? But he has cheated me, changing my wages how many times? 10 times. He said, but God has not allowed him to do me any harm. Let's continue. So you will now see how Jacob got that technology. You hear? For if he said, the speckled animals will be your wages, the whole flock began to produce what? Speckled young. And when he changed his mind and said, the striped animals will be your wages, then the whole flock produced what? Striped young. Let's continue. In this way, God has taken your father's animals and have given them to who? God now wrote them for me. Look at that. So this is how he came about that. He said, one time during the mating season, during the what? I had a dream and saw the male goats mating with the females, and saw that the male goats mating with the females were streaked and speckled and spotted. Yes. Then in my dream, the angel of God said to me, Jacob. And I replied, yes, here I am. The angel said, look up and you will see that only the striped, speckled and spotted males are mating with the females of your flock. For I have seen how Laban has treated you. Let's go. I am the God who appeared to you at Bethel, the place where you anointed the pillar of stone and made your vow to me. Now get ready and leave this country and return to the land of what? Your birth. Are you with me here? We can stop there. So you realize that Jacob saw this in a dream. You follow what I'm saying here? He saw this. This was why when Laban asked him, what will be your wages? What should I give you? He said, nothing. And then said, this is the only thing I would want you to do for me. Are you here? Let it be that all the spotted, speckled and wrinkled, striped animals, let those ones be mine. The ones that are not in this category, let them be yours. The reason is because Jacob had seen in the spirit that things were about to change. Are you here? That there was going to be a season of the mass production of only the spotted, the striped, and what? The sprinkled or speckled animals. He saw that season even before he came. And that was what informed his choice of what his wages will be. Because sincerely speaking, it will not make sense that this is somebody you've served for so many years, and then he is asking you, what will be your wages? And you say nothing. Only that. And so because he had seen that this is what God wanted to achieve, he devised a strategy in the physical by ensuring that when the animals are mating, they are seeing something. And what they are seeing is consistent with what he saw in the dream. Are you following what I'm saying here? Are you with me? So what was responsible for the change was not the the branches of the trees. It was by a spirit. Is somebody hearing what I'm saying here? So you now realize why 2 Corinthians 3 verse 18 said something, which I'm going to connect it to what I just said now. The change that was happening in the physical was not because of anything physical Jacob did. It was because he had seen this reality in the spirit. Are you here? And God, who is spirit, was already committed in making this come to pass. So what Jacob did in the natural was just a natural excuse or a natural explanation, just so that while the animals are mating, they should see something. But the technology by which what they brought forth looked like what they saw was not in the branch. It was spiritual. Give me that scripture, 2 Corinthians 3:18. He said, I, King James, I beg. With all due respect to NLT. King James, please, both. He said, but we all, how many of us? With open face, the flock, while mating, they did not tie their faces. Their face had to be what? For them to see. We all with open face, beholding as in a glass. What are we beholding? The glory of the Lord. As we behold, what happens? We are changed into the same image. From what? From glory to glory. Now, you see, the change is not because you opened your eyes very wide. The change is happening how? By the Spirit of the Lord. Which is what happened with Jacob. The animals only saw what they saw. But what was responsible for that mass production of those kind of animals was because God had advertised that thing to him in a dream and told him, this is what I want to do. So it was more like Jacob had peeped into the spirit and saw a season that was coming, and all he did was to align with that season. Are you following what I'm saying here? Jacob had seen that a season is coming where God is going to ensure that only the spotted animals are going to be produced. And so imagine for a second that when Laban asked him, what should I give you? And he said nothing. And probably went ahead to say, okay, let's do this. You will take the spotted animals, because obviously they are few now, and let me take the ones that are not spotted. Are you following what I'm saying here? It would have been the case that after this time, Laban would have had more than Jacob. But because he had seen in the spirit a door, a season, something was coming, and what was coming was going to ensure a mass production of this kind of animals. When Laban asked him, what will be your wages? He said, let me take the spotted ones. All he did was to align. Are you following what I'm saying here? All he did was to align. What was responsible for those changes had everything to do with the spirit realm. It is the same thing Paul advertised. If when we behold the glory of the Lord, are you here? We are changed into the same image, from glory to glory. How is the change happening? By His Spirit. So what is your responsibility? Is simple. Just keep beholding. Are you with me? Are you here? Now you see, it was not Jacob that was facilitating or causing the animals to conceive spotted animals. Are we together now? Because he could not have concluded that just by the animals beholding, they will bring out like this. Because I'm sure that before that day, are you here? Are you with me? Are you tired? Should we close? I'm sure that before that day, remember that Laban's flock, among his flock, we had the spotted ones, though not much. Right? That's why when they arrived at that agreement, Laban decided to play wise. he separated all of the spotted ones and gave them to his son and told them to go far away from Jacob. Are we together? So, I sincerely believe that when the spotted ones were still among the flock, I believe that there would have been a time where two of Laban's flocks were mating and probably looked at the spotted ones. But their outcome was not the spotted animal. Are you with me? Indicative of the fact that bringing forth spotted animals was not just a product of looking at another spotted animal. Because the kind of animals or the kind of flock that Jacob had could not be logically explained. And the reason it could not be logically explained was because it was the hand of God that brought that harvest to him. And so what I am saying is, he saw that season in the spirit, and all he did was to align. He was not the one influencing what they gave birth to. He just allowed them to see, and then he left the rest to God. Are you with me? So in the same way, according to 2 Corinthians 3 verse 18, all you do is to behold. The change will not be mechanical. If you want to initiate the change, you will be faking it. And what you fake cannot last. But if the change is going to be genuine and authentic, it will have to be by the Spirit of God. And that you do not have control. So all you do is to what? Keep beholding. Keep beholding. There will be times where as you are beholding, it may look as if nothing is happening. Is somebody follow what I'm saying? Even when the animals looked at what they looked and mated, was there a result instantly? It looked as if nothing happened now. Nothing happened. It was until the day of delivery. Are you here? It was until the day of what? Delivery. And between conception and delivery, a lot happened. God can manipulate a lot. I went to Yaoundé one time, and I was living in my brother's house. So in the compound where he was renting, there was another neighbor who was pregnant, and she was almost due for delivery. And so by that time, I think they had done echography, to determine the sex of the child. And according to the echography, it showed that what she was carrying was a girl child. And so for the few weeks that I spent in that compound, I started having evening prayers with them, with the whole compound, all the other tenants, with the landlord. Evening prayers with them. So I think the last day of that evening prayer before I traveled the following day, I was praying for every one of them now. And then prior to this time, she didn't tell me that they've done echography for that pregnancy. So I was just praying for her, and then boom, I began to speak. And I told her, I said, this child you are carrying is a boy. Are you with me? See, false prophet now. Prophet suddenly, Abi, you go shock. Sit up. I told her, I said, this child you are carrying is what? It's a boy. My God doings. And I told her, I said, when you give birth to this child, when you give birth to this child, give him my name. My name is Etienne. Are you with me? Those kind of prophecies, you can easily give them since you are going. You can easily give them. So it was after I had traveled that my brother was now letting me know that because that neighbor was the wife of my brother's friend. You understand? So after that prophetic bonanza in the night, so she went back and discussed with her husband and said, Onisio, is this not echography? Pastor said that this baby is a boy, and that when we give birth to the baby, we should call him Etienne. So I was already in the train, going back to where I came from. When my brother called me and was telling me that didn't I know that child she was carrying was a girl, because echography had come up. I said, really? He said, yes. In my mind, I was like, prophet, how much lying? This one no enter. This one no enter. But guess what? 2 weeks later, she's in labor. She goes to the hospital, puts to bed. And according to the word of the Lord, not my word, the child she gave birth to was a boy. I follow what I'm saying here? And when the child came out being a boy, they believed that I'm a prophet now. So the other part of the instruction, they obeyed. Yes, they named the child after me. You see, but the reason I brought that is to let you know that between conception and delivery, a lot can happen. When those animals looked at what they saw while mating, it was not guaranteed that is what they will give birth to. As a matter of fact, initially it looked as if nothing was happening. It was until the day of delivery that it became obvious that that thing that we did that looked as if nothing happened, something actually happened. And I'm saying that to say, at times you are beholding and it looks as if there is no change that is happening. Be patient. Change is not instantaneous. Change takes time. Are you following what I'm saying here? Change does what? Takes time. All right. Give me Exodus chapter number 31. So we can pray now. Is it 31? No, Exodus 33. Exodus 33. Let's pick it from verse 12. Have I clocked my 45 minutes? No, I said, No. Yes. Not yet, right? Because I said today is 45 minutes. This is my last scripture. And then I'll run away. And Moses said unto the Lord, see, thou sayest unto me, bring up these people, and thou hast not let me know whom thou wilt send with me. Yet thou hast said, I know thee by name, and thou hast also found grace in my sight. Moses is lamenting. You've told me to bring these people, and you've not told me who you will send with us. Whereas you've said that you know me by name, and that I have found grace in your sight. Next verse, quickly. Quickly. Next verse. 13, please. Now therefore I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, show me now thy way, that I may know thee, that I may find grace in thy what? In thy sight. So you see, it was not a coincidence that Moses knew the ways of God and Israel only knew the acts of God. Are you following what I'm saying here? This was one of the instances where Moses made that prayer. Show me thy way, that I may know thee, that I may find grace in thy sight, and consider that this nation is what? Thy people. Next verse, quickly, 14. And he said, this is the Lord speaking to him, my presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest. Let's go. I thought at this point Moses was just going to relax. Oh, finally, thank you. And he said unto him, if thy presence go not with me, carry us not up thence. Meaning, if your presence will not go with us, don't allow us leave this place. Don't allow us leave this place. Next verse, quickly, please. For wherein shall it be known here that I and thy people have found grace in thy sight? Is it not in that thou goest with us? So shall we be separated, I and thy people, from all the people that are upon the face of the earth. That is when we will be separated, holy. Are you here? Different from all the people that are on the face of the earth. Let's go quickly. And the Lord said unto Moses, I will do this thing also that thou hast spoken, for thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name. God gingered Moses. Are you with me? All of this, I know thee. You have found grace. I know thee. You have found grace. All of these things, the thing gingered Moses, and Moses said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. Yeah, show me thy glory. This request is coming after God has repeatedly told him how that God knows him by name and that he has found favor in the sight of God. So Moses wants to capitalize on the favor he has found before God and place a demand on something heavy, something eternal. He said, I beseech thee, what? Show me thy glory. Show me thy glory. Oh, show me thy glory. Show me thy glory. Show me thy glory. Show me thy glory. Show me. Ubarasola venamoko tiazaibo ubaras ambrosai la komenambo zai veveleto sabarai ula barosai komana. Can you whisper that? Oh Jesus, kofa hante prehesesilai peruska baru suhamanando vrete. Show us your glory. Abrasko vebele bila bakabolo managadiave. Show us now your glory. Urasa boranana skaide ruske bila mahola bazavahidi baraka monande. Show us now thy glory. Show us now thy glory. Show us now thy glory. Let's look at God's response. Jesus. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm the only one sensing what I'm sensing. Yes, verse 19. Jeff, get ready to pray. And he said, this is God's response. He said, and I will make my goodness what? To pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and I will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. Moses asked a simple prayer. Show me your glory. And then God opens it up by saying, I will make my goodness, oh Jesus, I will make my goodness to what? To pass before thee. And I will proclaim, please don't remove that verse of scripture, please. And I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee. And I will be gracious. To whom I will be gracious, and I will show mercy. On whom I will what? I will show mercy. Give me the next verse, please. Oh,